Welcome to Easy Log Structures. This presentation will explain the assembly process for our premium cabins and homes that are used for dwellings. North America's newest form of framing, stronger, more energy efficient, less waste, and faster to build. Our method does not use drywall, trusses, or plywood, and is 30 to 50% less costly than stick framing. We are not log homes, but a hybrid form of construction with solid wood walls combined with studs. Our premium cabins and home meet building codes across North America, and we include stamped structural engineering with each building. Let's get started. Once your order has been placed, we provide your foundation size for your building so you can prepare your foundation in advance before delivery. The buildings can be mounted on a concrete slab, a wood subfloor over crawl space, or a basement, the same as conventional construction. For this presentation, we are using a concrete slab. Your building is delivered on a large truck that must have access for unloading. If the building site does not accommodate a large truck, the delivery can be unloaded in a nearby location. A flatbed truck with a winch is needed to unload the packages. The full stack is pulled onto the truck platform and then unloaded onto the construction site using a forklift. The packages are marked in sequence for assembly, meaning there is no need to open every package. When you open the first package, you will see all the parts are numbered to match the drawings provided. The kit is pre-cut and ready to assemble. The supplied technical drawing shows component numbers and sizes. You will note the foundation is larger than the exterior wall measurements. When the studs are fastened to exterior of the perimeter walls, they will be flush with the foundation. A moisture barrier is used between the first row and the foundation. The first row consists of half logs going one direction and full logs going the other direction. Once the starter row is in position, you can visualize your floor plan layout. Using a string or tape measure, check for squareness and level the first row to compensate for any floor unevenness. Now secure the first row using concrete anchors or Tapcon screws. For a wood floor, the first row is connected using the 8-inch screws provided in the kit. With the first row now secured, the building goes up quickly. The exterior and interior walls stack simultaneously, with each row being connected using the provided screws approximately every 39 to 42 inches. As you stack the walls, check the drawing to count the rows to the bottom of the window rough openings to avoid overstacking. When you reach the top of the wall, the last log is tapered the same as the roof slope. When fastening the angled gable components, the screws should be 90 degrees to the slope for a stronger connection. Next, the purlins and beams are placed into the pre-cut pockets, where the purlins connect over the interior walls. Use the supplied bolts to secure the overlap joints. The purlins are then fastened to the walls with screws driven at an angle to prevent uplift. The tongue and groove roof boards can now be applied. These roof boards are the interior ceiling, and a deck board tool should be used to keep the boards tight. Place a sealant on the top of the perimeter walls only. This will prevent air leakage between the roof board and the top of the wall. The last roof board will need to be cut flush with the end of the purlins. Now you're ready to apply roofing paper, and now the roof is watertight and prevents leakage to the interior of the building. Rafters are installed on the roof to prepare for the roof insulation. These rafters are not included in the kit. The size of rafters is determined by the R value required for your local building codes and the type of insulation being used. We recommend using closed-cell high-density spray foam in the roof and walls for the best results. Connect the rafters to the purlins using long nails or screws. We are now ready to apply the studs around the perimeter of the building. Our foundation size is designed for 2x6 studs. First, install a 2x6 base plate around the building. Be sure to include a small piece at the corners. Fasten the studs directly to the wall using screws or nails. There are no headers required over the windows or doors because of the buildings have solid wood walls. Electrical wiring is installed through the studs around the perimeter of the house and through the wall to mount electrical or lighting outlets. Wiring is installed in the roof rafters the same way and dropped down to connect ceiling lights and fans. We recommend using remote-controlled lighting in your house, which will eliminate the need for wired switches. To run wiring for interior wall, electrical chases are drilled in the walls and spaced as required. This method provides completely hidden wiring. The walls and roof are ready for insulation. We recommend using closed-cell high-density spray foam in both the roof and the walls. This maximizes the R value and eliminates the need for vapor barriers and house wraps. Walls with high-density spray foam in the 2x6 stud cavity combined with a solid wood wall will have an R value of 38. If mineral oil or fiberglass insulation is used, vapor barrier and house wraps are required. It is acknowledged that when using closed-cell high-density spray foam, off-gassing occurs. In conventional frame buildings, the insulation is on the interior, and the fumes can take 90 to 120 days for it to fully dissipate. In our buildings, spray foam is used on the exterior of the building only and does not contaminate the air within the house, allowing the off-gassing to dissipate without disrupting the construction. After the insulating is completed, windows and doors are installed in the building. Installation may vary depending on the type of window used. To seal the windows, use canned spray foam to fill any cavities in the rough opening. Flashing must be applied to the top of the windows based on your local building codes. Exterior siding is then applied directly to the studs without the need for plywood. We offer a variety of siding in wood and maintenance-free PVC. Our sidings are tongue and groove, which provides a superior seal than lap siding and suits this application ideally. Exteriors can be finished with stucco stone, brick, or any exterior of your choice. To install the finished roofing, we suggest metal roofing. Strapping is fastened across the rafters. The metal roofing is screwed to the strapping, and this leaves a breathing space between the metal and the insulation. Should you choose to use asphalt shingles, plywood will be required. Deck fencing is pre-built to meet building codes and fastened between the posts. Explore our diverse range of log homes and cabins on our website. Our portfolio offers a wide variety of designs to suit every need. You can customize any of our existing models or provide your own blueprints for a completely custom build. Our team is dedicated to working closely with you to turn your ideas into a reality with precision and care. Let us quote your next project.